There's a perception that if you have a criminal conviction, you're a bad person. Certain criminal acts and the criminal convictions that follow provide real truth to that perception. But there are some people with non-violent criminal convictions who generally wish to change the bad perception of their past. I have seen people who recognize that they've made a mistake. They don't want to go back to that life anymore, and they really want to turn their life around. I think those folks who have proven that they can be trusted deserve to have the opportunity to be productive citizens in our community. So I would say to a prospective employer, if you have somebody sitting in front of you who has proven they have changed and has earned a second chance, then don't define them by their past alone. You could be hiring someone who is a real asset to your business and the community.
At CTC, we relaxed our policy on hiring ex-offenders in 2011. We did it to allow more flexibility. We were missing out on bringing aboard some good talent because of their criminal history. I can now consider an ex-offender who has the skills and experience the company needs. Because of that, I was recently able to hire a person who had a skill that is not easy to find. Before changing our hiring practice, we wouldn't have considered him. He has turned out to be a good hire. There are ex-offenders in the workforce that, if given an opportunity, perform just as well as someone not having a record. We have evidence of this with the people we've hired, and we've had no issues with ex-offenders getting along any differently than the others. For employers who are in manufacturing, I would say give it a try. There are a lot of talented people in the workforce who have made bad decisions in their life, but are just as productive as someone who has no criminal history.
If a person has a criminal background and they can come in here and perform how we think they should perform, we really don't ask any questions. Employees are employees. Some of the guys with criminal backgrounds, they're some of the hardest workers we have. I don't know if it's because they're trying to earn a second chance or if it's just because of how they are. But yeah, some of them are the best workers we have. I can't imagine not hiring someone because they have a background. What's it going to hurt to give them a shot to make a living and support their families? We're all people, we all make mistakes. I'd want somebody to give me a second chance.
Some of our clients that had a blanket no felony hiring policies now look at ex-offenders on a case-by-case basis. Those employers that have loosened their hiring practices have never gone back. They're getting very productive people that are working very hard and doing a good job. They would have missed out on those workers under their old policies. Former criminal offenders want to prove themselves, so they are going to be there on a daily basis. They're getting this chance, which they haven't always gotten, so they want to take advantage of it and do as well, if not better, than some of the others. Also, look at the labor market today. Jobs are more plentiful, so there are fewer people to choose from. For companies that don't hire ex-offenders, the pool is even smaller. As that talent pool shrinks, probably the biggest percentage of workers available are people with some convictions. By loosening hiring policies, we're able to get people in there faster, helping companies meet their production rates and maintain quality.
I've had success in hiring ex-offenders through Goodwill Industries. I love that they interview job candidates before the people even come to me. The ex-offenders from Goodwills not only go through the program, but they are rated as far as how well they did with showing up for work, the quality of their job, and their attitude. That's a big help to me. Like all employees, they still might not work out, but at least you know they've got some sort of a track record with somebody that you know and trust. Overall, I get a lot of respect from the ex-offenders because they know they're in a position where they need to have the job. But also, because of the pre-screening from Goodwill, I've gotten people with a real positive attitude.
I have employees with criminal records who are loyal, hardworking, and dedicated. They're here because they've earned it, and because I believe in giving people a second chance. Ex-offenders have paid their debt to society. For those who want to do the right thing and not go back to prison, their loyalty and dedication are high. By hiring them, you can gain a valuable long-term employee. As an employer, you've got to recognize that you're not going to win them all, but you don't win them all with anybody that you hire. If one doesn't work out, Don't paint them all with the same broad brush. Look at them as individuals because they are. Don't classify them as bad employees because of a bad choice they've made in their past. How many of us can say that we've never done something that might have ended worse or gotten us into trouble? By giving an ex-offender a chance, you're making a real difference. It could change that person's life and their family for generations to come.